And good morning, everyone. Welcome to the show. It is September 12th and another foggy day out in the morning, and that's going to continue for a few days. I'll tell you about that in just a moment. Got a big show for you today. We are going to have a couple guests from the Creative Expression Club. Renee Devereaux is here along with Dr. Paulus, and they're going to be talking about their upcoming event that she will be having, I think, in just about a week or so. I don't have the date right with me, but we'll have that for you as we move forward with their segment. Also from the Theater Guild, we have Jeff Sinclair and Mary Zolli here. They have a couple things coming up that they're going to be involved in, and you'll find out all about that. And they do all kinds of great performances. Also the Senior Center, you know, the ladies, Shirley and Cheryl, are due to stop by today, and I'm sure they're going to be talking about Casino Night. That will be coming up. And I think it's the 19th, if I'm not mistaken. And Chicago Club, we don't hear from them that often, so it's great to have them on. They're going to be talking about an event that they will be coming up as well. And David Cohen and Michael Kupperman are here to talk about that. Now, as far as meetings go today, there are, let's see, is it 3 or 4? Let me look. 4. All right, here are the meetings that we have for today. First, the Village Energy Task Force meeting, and this is in the Willow Room, and this is really GRF, United, and Third. Members from all are getting together and meeting to form an alliance and do this. They've been doing it for a couple months now, so to look at all the energy needs here in the village. It's, of course, alternative energy and solar, and people are having electric cars and that sort of thing. Also, we have the Third Communications meeting. That will be in the boardroom at 1:30. Mutual 50 will be having their finance meeting in the towers at 2:30. And at 6 o'clock, United has their new resident orientation. Please email docent@vmsi.inc if you are, or excuse me, vmsi.inc.org if you're interested in going to that meeting. Now, the weather, well, it continues this morning, marine layer. And as we get to the weekend, the good news is it's not going to be quite as warm as I said early in the week. There's a high pressure forming, but it's not that strong. And so even going forward, there is a possibility of some fog coming in on Saturday and Sunday. And you can see the temperatures aren't going to be that much different. We're kind of below average right now. And when I look at the 3 or 4 different sources I look at, everything shows kind of the mid-80s staying right there over the weekend. So whether or not it's 83 or 84 or maybe even up to 85, that part could change, but it's not going to be really warm. And we're still going to have that morning marine layer. It's just not going to be as strong. So that's good. Around Orange County today and beyond, Beach is about 76 is their average. Everywhere else in the low to mid-80s. Arrowhead, 75. Once again, Palm Springs is holding steady above 100 degrees. How long has it been now? Like 3 months. So if you go out to Palm Springs a lot, you like the warm weather, well, you got it. All right, we'll be back in just a moment.
Your attention. Please, take down this number. Did you know that adults with untreated hearing loss experience a 30 to 40% faster decline in cognitive abilities and are more likely to develop dementia? Those with a mild hearing loss are 3 times more likely to have a history of falling. An annual hearing screening is urgent for memory care to help prevent cognitive decline and thus delay the onset of dementia. Free hearing checkups are now being offered free of charge. If you have not had an annual hearing exam, please take advantage of this free opportunity. If hearing loss is detected, hearing aids will be available to try for 10 days. Evaluations only take 30 minutes, but you must call for an appointment. Hearing screening is urgent for memory care. Please take preventive action. Call now.
I'm coming for you, Cancer. With California Protons, I now have the technology and expertise to fight with unmatched precision. I'll zero in and wear you down with radiation, millimeter by millimeter. You won't weaken me. I'll spare my tissues and protect myself against future threats. Cancer, you're history. I'm looking to the future.
Once I came to alignment, things changed.
Here, they take time with you, and if there's any questions, they answers it.
It's a good place to go because those people there care about you.
They are a compassionate group.
It's almost like you're coming to a second home.
Kiana Lee. Today, we're talking with Dr. Christine Chung. Today's topic is gum disease. Doctor, what do we need to know about gum disease? Mom.
Oh, I'm sorry. Gum disease is an infection of the tissue that support and surround your teeth. It's a major cause of tooth loss in adults, but it's an easy fix.
Thank you, doctor. So don't wait, people. Come on in and get your 7-day dental smile.
Now lately things been kinda crazy, 'cause I don't see you in my world at all. You picked me up when I got lazy.
And we have Renee Devereaux here today from the Club for Creative Expression. And I'd like to welcome, once again, you've been with us, you've certainly been on Renee's show a couple times, Andrew Paulus, who is a regenerative biological dentist. Great to have you both here today.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. And I'm really excited because tomorrow we're starting our course, our workshop. And it's designed to empower people.
Right.
We're bringing information and awareness to the community. People, I feel, need to know what's going on so that they can better protect themselves. And there's a lot of myths and a lot of good information, and we want to be able to help people, discern what's the truth, because our health and vitality depends on it.
And Doctor, I've met you several times to talk with you because you've been on Renee's show 2 or 3 times, right? And
3.
I know what some of the things that you talk about is giving the information out. People can make their own choices, but they have the information. That's the key, am I right?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, and I know being a dentist, you've talked about some of the myths in dentistry, you've talked about supplements, you've talked about the electronics in your home.
Yes.
All kinds of different things.
Yes. And as an illustration, I just woke up recently from this deep sleep, and it was like I had to reintroduce myself to the reality around me.
Yeah.
And what happens when we're not aware or awake, we may be dreaming and it's a really different world. And then we wake up, it's a shock.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm talking about. When we clear up myths, it's almost shocking that I've believed this thing for so long and it's not true.
You bring up a very good point, and I think you talked about this once. I know other people have talked this before, about over the years we may hear things that are good for us or bad for us, whatever it might be. And then we find out, like years and years and years ago, a long time ago, the whole saccharin scare, well, the sugar industry is kind of behind that. But, it goes both ways. For years we think, this is safe for you, or it's good for you, or whatever.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. It happened with fat. We eliminated fat from the diet for so many years.
That's true.
And then, women started having hot flashes and having all these problems because of fat, lack of fat in the diet. We need fat, we need protein, we need so many nutrients. And yet we bought into the belief because some person or company said that this was a fact. Well, years later, a lot of us have suffered the consequences. And now we want to rectify, because a lot of research is there. And it's becoming more prevalent as to what is really the body's function, and how to nourish those functions.
Yeah, and that is the whole no fat thing. You would have like a certain, I don't know, hypothetical cereal brand, no fat. Yeah, it's got 2,800 grams of sugar, but there's no fat in there. Well, not until it converts in your body, right?
Right.
So, and this is what you've talked about many times on Renee's show, different aspects of this, am I right?
Yes.
It's the beliefs.
Yeah.
The beliefs that, you know, we accept as truth because we respect, or we think we should respect, the source.
Yeah, and I like, you know, the topic here, one of them that you're going to be discussing on the program, your meeting tomorrow, and I like the first line, measure the impact of harmful or beneficial elements on your vitality.
Yes.
Because it's both.
It's both, exactly.
Yeah, and I like that.
Yes.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, most people just look at harmful things.
Yeah.
Right? But the beneficial things are just as important.
Yeah.
Because when you find something that's beneficial or potentially beneficial, then you have to examine, well, how much of that is good for me?
Yeah.
And how often is it good for me?
Yes.
Those are crucial things with any medicine, any supplement, any food. You know, there's an optimal amount of anything. If it's beneficial, especially, you have to pay more attention.
Yeah, and quite often, you know, again, this goes back, and we remember this back in the 70s and 80s, the whole vitamin C thing. Vitamin C is very good. But people, they needed this much, and, oh, you need, and they were taking this much. Well, that's not good either.
Right.
Exactly right.
The supplement itself is fine for you, or better yet, maybe get it from the food you're eating. But too much of strawberries isn't good for you.
Exactly, and so it's a matter of finding that balance and working with your individuality, because that biochemistry is really vital to, you know, observe, to maintain what is your genetic makeup. See?
And you know, the other topic here you're going to talk about, Doctor, counter the elements that are affecting you. We have elements that affect us all the time. Quite often there's nothing we can do about them. We live in a world of all kinds of different things we use and devices and all that. They have a benefit to us, but there may be some harm there as well, and you got to balance that, right?
Yeah, that's right. And actually, we have to look for things that either we accept them with gratitude, excuse me, or we have something to do about it.
Yeah.
And with the electromagnetic fields, with all these things, recently I've found something you can do about it, and I want to share that with people.
Yeah, that's great.
So if people come, we will show them, and for each person we can demonstrate this is potentially good for you, here's how much would be good for you. And then the person can make a decision, because we are different slightly, but we're still human beings. So some things maybe we share in common.
Yeah, oh yeah. And I think that, you know, it's something that, Renee, as long as I've known you, that you talk about. And it may be through balance, it may be through dance, whatever it might be. But what your common theme is kind of bringing focus and having a life that you kind of know what's around you and how to bring yourself back to
it's about
to center, maybe, for, you know, I don't really like that term, but that's a term a lot of people use.
Well, for me, it's the maintenance of the integrity of the body.
Right.
I feel the body is so miraculous, and I'd like to preserve it in its finest or its best possible state as long as I live. That's all there's to it.
She might get you dancing.
There you go.
You just never know.
Yeah, you don't. So this is tomorrow, the 13th, Thursday, in the Pine Room here in the Administration Building at 6 o'clock. And do they need to make reservations or just show up?
No, that one's open. It's free. It's come one, come all.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
We'd love to have you.
And then in addition to that, we like to remind people that you have your regular courses that you do.
Right.
That is that still weekly?
That will be starting the following week.
Okay.
The regular course.
Okay.
You know, and that will be the following 7 sessions.
All right. And now for something like that, they go to the website, our club page website, then go to link to yours. Will that information be there?
Yes, they can do that, or they can call me and make the reservation, or just come in and pre-register on next or day after or tomorrow.
Yeah, it's tomorrow. Yeah,
Tomorrow.
it is. So again, tomorrow in the
All
planning
right.
room at 6 o'clock. I think it would be a very interesting discussion if you could stop by. And I've known Renee for a long time, and I've gotten to know Andrew over the last few months, and we have good conversations after the show. It's fun.
Thank you.
Good to see you both again.
Thank you.
You take care. I know I'll see you again. I'm probably
Yes.
going to see you again as well, Doctor, right?
Thank you.
All right.
Yes.
You take care.
Yes.
Thank you
We'll
so
be right
much.
back.
Trust the experts at Universal Carpet for all your flooring needs. Now get 50% off pet stain resistant and hyperallergenic carpet, porcelain tile, wood laminate and waterproof flooring, and complete kitchen and bath remodels. Plus get 5 years 0% financing, including free installation and free furniture removal. Our convenient showrooms are just minutes away in Irvine and Huntington Beach, or call 866-402-2747 for our free in-home shopping service. Universal Carpet, the low price leader for over 20 years.
Hi, I'm Brian Rott, President and CEO of Cartmart here in Laguna Woods. My family's been in the golf cart business since 1959, and we win our customers over with the simple belief of we treat you right. We are proud to be the authorized dealer for Club Car here in Orange County and your go-to source for the sales and service to other major brands. We're conveniently located on El Toro Road, just minutes from Laguna Woods. So come by and see for yourself, while when doing business with Cartmart, there's no reason to go anywhere else.
We all know there's no place like home. You want to stay in your own home, but day-to-day tasks are getting more difficult to manage. Acticare is the solution. We are the trusted care partner in your community with 5-star reviews. You've taken care of others all your life. Now is the time to let us help you. In-home care is a safe and effective way to help you remain living independently in the comfort of your own home.
Acticare, responsive in-home care. Your first day is free.
The eye care experts at Harvard Eye Associates have been treating the vision of patients in Southern California for over 30 years. As a leader in multi-specialty eye care, our doctors specialize in cataracts, glaucoma, retina, cornea, LASIK vision correction, oculoplastics, and diabetic eye care. As an approved FDA research center, our doctors offer surgical techniques and technology not available to the general public. Harvard Eye Associates, the future of vision today. Laguna Hills, San Clemente. Call 800-974-EYES.
Get out and live your life with the Buzz Around XL travel scooter from Golden. The Buzz Around is fun to drive with a tight indoor turning radius, so you can go just about anywhere. It's also so easy to charge and offers all-day range, so you can go further. The Buzz Around even has more leg and foot room for all-day driving comfort. Be safe with the XL's ultra-bright LED headlight. Plus, the Buzz Around XL can be easily taken apart into several lightweight pieces. See for yourself just how easy and affordable mobility freedom can be.
When you travel with AAA, you get more than a vacation. You get exclusive AAA member benefits, special offers on unforgettable experiences, and the travel planning knowledge of your own AAA travel agent. When you travel with AAA, you get the vacation of your dreams. To save on a pleasant holidays vacation, visit your local AAA travel agent today.
Welcome back. We have Mary Zolli and Jeff Sinclair here to tell us a little about what's coming up with the Theater Guild. And you know, it's always very exciting with you guys. You always have something fun. Yeah. Welcome, Jeff. I haven't had you on the show before.
Not yet.
But welcome.
First time, thank you.
So, Mary, tell me a little bit about what's coming up for the meeting next week.
Next week is an exciting one. I love Laguna Woods, not as much for the facilities, the events, the beautiful flowers and scenery we have here, but because you meet people, you start to make these friendships, and that is what the play that we're going to show at the meeting is about. Okay. It's called The Friend Zone.
Okay.
And of course, we can have friends with same sex and opposite sex here. It's kind of like your best college experience. So Jeff and I play friends in a retirement community.
Okay.
And each of us is dating someone else, but we have each other to talk to about our romantic experiences.
Okay.
And then something happens, and I'm not telling. You have to come to the meeting.
Okay.
But I've really enjoyed working on it. And I wrote it in a writing group, Talk About Friends. Got the support there to feel like I could do this.
Now, the difference is it's a one-act play,
Yes.
right? Okay,
Yes.
so for those who may not know the difference, what is the difference between a one-act play and others?
Length. We do have separate scenes where we were rehearsing yesterday.
Okay.
And we have super quick scene changes, and the whole play is only like 25 to 30 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So that's the difference.
Okay, so Jeff, I've always wanted to ask, what's it like working with Mary?
Oh, boy.
Is this going to be bleeped out? No, Mary's fantastic to work with. She's a true professional. She's a phenomenal writer, and she's just an even better actress. So yeah, she's great.
Good. Well, I didn't expect you to say anything other than that because she's always so much fun to have on the show.
She is.
And you know what? We have been acting together for 2.5 years.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So we know a lot, and plus we hang out with the same group of people outside. Okay. So, you know, people are going to get that feeling that we are really friends.
Right, which it sounds like all of you really are, as you
we
mentioned.
Are.
So let's so that's going to be next Thursday, September 20th in Clubhouse 7, and the doors open at 6:15. So does it start at 6:30 then?
Probably 7.
Oh, okay, and there's refreshments. So good. So
Yes.
that's for next week.
Yes.
And that's free for members. And if guests want to come, it's $3, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Good. So let's jump to the next thing that you're helping us with.
Yes, Chasing Dreams. It's an original show written by Estelle D'Annunzio and Barbara Powell.
Right.
And it's a fantastic show. It's a musical. It's a lot like Chorus Line in the sense that the show follows a group of senior citizens who are still chasing their dreams, and they have the opportunity to do so in this. And it begins with sort of an audition type situation, and then the show is with a play within the play. And it's really kind of great. There's a cast of over 40 people. There's 23 different songs and dances that take place. There's over 14 performers who have never ever performed before, or not since high school.
Right. That's
Evolve
gotta be
and evolve.
Well, I know you've been
Exactly.
a big proactive with that one. That's got to be nerve-wracking for them. How are they doing?
They're doing really well, believe it or not. They're doing really well, and it's directed by Ron Sarno, who's kind of new to directing here at Laguna Woods, although he's been a resident here for quite some time. And then it also features Tammy Contreras. Tammy is worth the price of the ticket just to come in. She's a phenomenal singer, great actor, and it's also it's the first time I've ever worked with a music director. Kirk Moore is our music director, and it's really going to be a great show.
Now you said 23 songs. What kind of songs can we expect to hear?
Oh, you're going to hear songs. Well, Tammy is my love interest in the show, so we're going to do things. When I Fall in Love by Nat King Cole. Yeah, it's a great song, and we're going to do I Knew You Were Waiting. I do Just a Gigolo. I don't know why, because it's certainly not typecasting.
Typecasting, that's why.
Because you don't look anything like that guy.
Nothing like a gigolo, exactly. So, but it really is. I mean, I say this every time I'm on here promoting a show that this is the best show I've ever been in, but it literally is the best show I've ever been in.
It sounds like a lot of fun, and I love the chorus line, so I think everyone's going to like that, where it's the musical within a musical.
And it's a melodrama, so the audience is encouraged to hiss and boo the bad guys, and then of course cheer for the heroes and stuff. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Audience participation, it's going to be great.
Right, and also you mentioned something else. So costumes are important for everyone. Why is that?
Yes, we want everyone to be dressed to the nines. We're going to have a photo booth in the lobby. Glam, think glam. Gold lame, your sequins, bring them out. Of course, you're always welcome to wear anything you want, but if you would like to win a prize, it's an opportunity. And it's also fun. There's going to be an entourage of movie stars, and those are those newbie people that we kind of groomed the last meetings. Have Kim Novak, Cher, Marilyn Monroe, and Betty Boop.
Oh, it's so fun. Yeah, I think I mentioned last time I want Cher to come on. So.
She's coming in October.
Oh,
We're going to get to meet her.
Okay, good. Now, the fall musical is going to be on October 19th, 20th, and 21st, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, perfect. So don't forget to dress up, right?
Yes.
All right, well,
You're
excellent.
invited.
Okay, well, everybody's invited, so we're
Exactly.
all going to go.
Yes.
Exactly.
All right, well, thank you both. It was
Okay.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Lisa.
Lisa.
Okay. That's so great.
Imagine if you'd grown up with a video documentary of your great-great-grandparents. Family Chronology is a family-owned business here to help you tell your story in your own unique way, in order to ensure that your legacy is passed down to your descendants for centuries to come.
Pretty much, they have been my life in recent years since they were born. They have been the focus of my attention, along with my daughter and my son and my son-in-law too. But the grandkids especially have been my focus. And I've enjoyed every minute of it.
And with me today are a couple ladies from the Florence Sylvester Senior Center. Well, we have one, and you have brought along a guest.
I have.
Shirley is here today, and I'd like to welcome Lori Laporte with Easy Living Home Care. You've been on with us before.
I have.
And you have worked with the Senior Center for quite some time, and
Yes.
you were working with them again coming up about casino night. Am I right?
We are Lori and her company have one of our major sponsors at Casino Night, and Easy Living Home Care has been such a great supporter of the Florence Sylvester that we're just pleased with Lori and thank her very much and her company for helping us out. Casino Night, September 29th, it's coming up. We've been talking about this for a while, and all of a sudden it's here.
It is.
It's here. So September 29th at 6 o'clock at the Senior Center.
And you know what? It's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun.
And of course, it raises good funds for you.
That's, the whole purpose is to raise some money for the Senior Center and for our programs. And so thank you, Lori, and your company for helping us out.
It's a lot of fun.
It's $25 for a ticket. You get $100 play money when you come in. And of course, you can buy more play money as the night goes on. We have food and refreshments and great raffle prizes. We just got a 70-inch color flat screen donated.
Wow.
So that's going to be one of the prizes, and I want to win that.
No, you can't.
Oh, that's right. I can't win.
You're not eligible.
That's right.
You're not eligible to win.
I can't win.
So I know, Lori, that the Senior Center, they work with a lot of different folks, and one of the things is they really look at them carefully, they can vet them, and they're not going to work with someone that, or bring anyone on board to sponsor things like this,
Right.
unless they know that they're, good quality organization. So what are some of the things that you folks do?
Well, we're non-medical in-home care. So what we do is we go into the home and we enable the seniors to stay in their home. We help with bathing, we help with meal prep, light housekeeping. We take seniors on errands, we take them to doctor's appointments, whatever they need in order to keep them in their home where they're the happiest.
Oh,
and they're
very
with
nice.
their things and their pets, and
So is it
they're
something,
happy.
if it's need be, it could be daily or once a week, or?
We do
as needed?
daily,
Okay.
we do hourly.
Okay.
Whenever they need it, we go there to help.
Sounds like something I want. I'm going to talk to you later.
Yeah, we're even there for companionship. Some of the seniors are in their home by
That's
themselves.
true.
They don't have family. They're lonely. So we'll come in and we're their family.
Yeah, that's very nice. And to help them out if they need to go places as well?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a
Absolutely.
big help. And for a lot of seniors, they may be fine in their home, but they don't drive anymore, and they may not have family nearby. So to have that companionship and be able to go somewhere they may not want to, do an Uber thing or something like that, it gives them a nice option.
For sure, and we become their family. The seniors, some of them are very resistant to us coming in. They don't need
Yeah.
the help. Nope, I'm fine.
Right.
But, once we start going there, they're calling me, where's my caregiver?
Mhm.
Well, they don't come today, they come tomorrow, but they really look forward to the companionship and the caregivers coming to see them.
Yeah, very good. And again, I know you've worked with the Florence Sylvester for
have.
quite some time. And other programs that you have coming up, we still have the months of September, at
We
least.
do. Half of
good
September is
part.
what
Yeah.
happened to August.
I know.
Flew by.
I know.
It's crazy. I just want to tell people, yesterday we had the district attorney's office come to the senior
Oh, you
center
did?
and do a seminar on seniors and fraud, and it was very well attended, and it was just great. We are a great resource for
Yes,
this
you are.
community. So please pick up our newsletter and find out what's going on at the senior center. We have lunch every single day at 11:30 to 12:30 for a $4.50 donation, and a great Meals on Wheels program, and just a lot of resources for this community.
Yeah, and in fact, on this page here, the programs and services, and
Right.
here again, you list all the different things, even electronics assistance.
That's right. We have people coming in to help you with your iPad and your iPhone, and
Yeah.
they've
So-
had to kick me out of that class many times because my name's always at the front of the
I think
list.
they have. But not only that, holiday special events where we're
Right.
getting into that season of different holidays, and you folks offer so many different things. And I always tell everyone, the key is to sign up early. A lot of the stuff is free, but especially this
Yeah,
time of the year, as we
exactly.
get to the
Exactly.
fall and December and all, it fills up very quickly.
And we're very proud of our driver's resource room that
Yeah.
we've had at the center for many years. We're the first senior center in California to have this program.
Oh, very nice.
And we're hopefully going to start working with the DMV and getting a little bit better connection with them, and maybe having somebody come over from the DMV and help work at the senior center. We have great volunteers who will help you study for your tests, and we even have a couple volunteers who will go out, because the seniors, when they have to go to Orange, when they've been summoned that there's a problem, a couple of our seniors will go with them to hold their hands and get them through the process. So,
okay.
so we're expanding our driver's room. So it's a huge thing, especially now that the lines are so long at the DMV, with that new Real ID card that you need to have. So we're helping seniors walk through some process. So,
so that's another great resource. And as you mentioned, the meals, the lunches every day, they put the menu if you pick up one of these. And now, for the lunches, do people need to sign up in advance or just
Normally
show up?
a couple days in advance, but normally we have extra food and you can just come on in.
Yeah, and it's $4.50 donation.
It's $4.50
which
donation,
is
right.
fantastic.
We're, you know, the senior center is very unusual for a senior center. We're a nonprofit with Age Well Senior Services. So of course we depend on donations to keep our doors open so we can have great programs like this.
Yeah.
So come on down, see what, see what we have to offer and help us out.
All right, and then again, Casino Night is the 29th.
29th.
And that is something that you can buy in advance or you can get at the door.
You could buy a ticket at the door or come in advance, and it's a great night, but the most important part is that it helps the senior center.
Yeah, it does. Very good. Thank you. Nice for you to come on again, Lori.
Thank you.
And thank you for helping the senior center.
It's a pleasure.
And Casino Night, and you got to watch out for her.
That's right. Or roll the dice.
Yeah, she doesn't know when to stop. All right. Good to see you both.
Nice to see you.
We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got to do
Mama used to.
Hi, I'm Wendy Miller, your Laguna Woods real estate professional. Have you been looking for a realtor?
Wendy Miller helped me through the challenging process of real estate here in Laguna Woods. She was helpful, she was fun, she was professional. I really recommend her.
Whether you're thinking of buying, selling, downsizing, or even relocating within Laguna Woods, I am your real estate professional and can help guide you through the entire process. Give me a call and I'll help you make the right move.
Hi, it's Desiree from Irvine Subaru, where families come first. As a family-ran dealership, your family's safety is our #1 priority. Come in and find the perfect Subaru from the largest selection of Subarus in Orange County. All models are top safety picks by the Insurance Institute of Highway Safety. We offer the ideal balance of safety, performance, and economy. Irvine Subaru, more Subarus, more safety, more performance, more love.
Different is powerful, yet calming. Different is a friendly smile. Different is accepting, not judging.
Different is the unexplained, left to the imagination.
A day without plans, to walk, to explore, a coastal drive with no destination. Different is anything but predictable. Different can be good. At South County Lexus, you'll find different is amazing.
Well, you ready to play some golf?
You bet. Just got to take my pills.
I left the house this morning and forgot to take mine. What is that?
MedBox by AmeriPharma has redefined the pharmacy experience. Get all your medications conveniently packaged by the dose every month, regardless of the volume or complexity of your regimen. And best of all, you never miss a dose or worry about when or what you should take next.
This is my lifesaver. My pharmacist organized all my pills for me and even tells me what time to take them.
Such a hassle for my daughter to organize my medications. But how much does it cost?
Not a penny more. I just called my pharmacist, they contacted my doctor, got my prescriptions, and now I'm all set.
Imagine all of your pharmaceutical service needs in one simple box. It is hassle-free and the service won't cost you a penny more. MedBox by AmeriPharma.
Welcome back. Well, today we have David Cohen and Michael Kupperman, who are here. We're at the Chicago Club, and they're going to tell us a little about an upcoming event and what the Chicago Club is all about. Well, welcome both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Nice to
very
have
much.
you on. Okay, so let's talk about the Chicago Club, because originally when I read about it, I'm like, oh, well, you have to be from Chicago to be part of the Chicago Club. That's not true, is it?
That's not true. There aren't that many Chicagoans that are members of the Chicago Club, but it started that way. New York Club started that way. New Jersey Club started that way. Now it's just a social club for everyone.
Okay.
And we can't get enough people to make a Bronx Club, so.
Never tried.
So what is it all about?
Okay, well, the Chicago Club is basically a social club.
Okay.
And every month once a month we have meetings, and basically we have usually a comedian to open the show, and then we have the main entertainment, and coffee and cake, and for 10 minutes before, and we take care of business, and it's a social atmosphere.
Okay.
And we've consider ourselves the friendly club.
Okay.
And it's really wonderful. We have, like I say, shows every month. The club also runs trips, day trips and longer trips, such as, well, the shows, first of all. So the main show is we try and bring in new, fresh entertainment that hasn't been recycled, or we bring back those that were well received. We've had people like Fritz Coleman, who is the weatherman. He's wonderful, just comes to us. I don't know, Mike Marino is well known. We had Wendy Liebman, who was on America's Got Talent, semifinals. We try and find new, interesting entertainment as opposed to recycling, and we do a very nice job of that.
Okay.
Also, we do trips, day trips and longer. Some of the trips we've done were for JPL, which is the NASA thing.
Yes.
We're doing an overnight trip to Hearst Castle. We've been to Joshua Tree. So we try and find really interesting trips. And with that, we raise money for various organizations. Today I'm here to speak about the Disabled American Veterans. We're running a function, but all year long we donate to Florence Sylvester, Meals on Wheels, from some of the monies from the trips we run. So we're a social, wonderful club. We have wonderful times, great entertainment, and contribute at the same time.
And a club with a purpose. So David, you had told me that there were some other clubs that you belonged to, but there was something specific about the Chicago club that you really liked.
Yeah, there are two aspects of it. Number one, you know, as a new person to California, only being here 3 years, and not knowing what's available, they have excursions, trips, day trips, overnight trips, to not just areas of recreation, but for example, one trip I took was to go to various different ethnic areas of LA, and something like Hearst Castle, which I never did. The other thing is, being from New York, we're always serious, okay? And they have a purpose. They do very socially active things, like you said, working with the Florence Sylvester Center. Last year I was at the Veterans Day event that they had, and I was really impressed by the fact that they had a silent auction, they had a verbal auction, they had a sort of a lottery type of thing, and they collected over almost $5,500 for disabled veterans,
of which every penny went to the.
Did it? Okay, great.
Every penny.
And you know, and that's a big cause. We hear about it all the time, and that's the kind of organization. If you feel that you want to exert some sort of social conscience, it's the kind of organization you want to be part of. And I felt it was very attractive for me to do that.
Okay. And with that, why don't we talk about the event that you do have coming up?
By the way, as we were talking about the trips, two trips I'd like to mention, we're doing this year a doo-wop cruise for 5 days and bridge combined. And that's something that we're doing through our club. Next year we're putting a 6-day trip to Chicago, because of the Chicago
well, there you
club.
go.
I used to say, how come we haven't ever gone to Chicago? It's 40th anniversary next year.
Oh, wow.
And she says, put it together. So
good.
We're putting it together.
Do you guys, are you foodies? Do you love food? Of course.
You know,
it's like thinking about it.
Well, no, it's very difficult for New York to admit that the best pizza in the United States is in Chicago.
Well, there you go. Now you guys can go have it. Perfect.
I'll dispute that. Well, I can't.
I'll probably get terrible.
Chicago.
I'll probably get terrible mail for that, but it is in Chicago.
Well, nonetheless, let's talk about your event that you have coming up.
That's the reason we're really here. On November 8th, we're having an auction with silent auction, a live auction, and raffles. And I'm here to ask for your help today, because it all has to do with what's donated for us to auction. And every penny, goes to the club. So I'm asking if you or anybody has something that's appropriate to donate, to call David or myself, or speak to somebody or a friend. What I do, I have some introductory forms and an authorization letter from the DAV. And I keep it in my glove compartment. If I go to a restaurant or a place or whatever, I take it out, I can ask. I'm already there, I'm not going out to solicit places I frequent, and I ask them, and I have the paperwork in my glove compartment. And that's how I think we can probably do the most, because I'm not asking people to actually go out and knock on doors, but you're there anyway, you're a customer anyway, and it's with you. So that's what I hope to do. So we're looking for items that could generate a nice income for us. Certain things like theater tickets or sports tickets, like baseball tickets or basketball, concert tickets, golf, tennis, and golf, tennis, or bridge license. I'm sorry, David, have something?
Let me embellish a little bit on this. Is exactly what Michael just said. These are what we've been handing out. Okay, this is the Chicago Club, we need your help.
Oh, okay.
It gives a list of what Michael's talking about as the
Okay.
type of things.
Okay.
These packets we're giving out, this is something that somebody can give to the local merchant.
Oh, okay. So you have like
and
a
they put-
donation type
That's
thing.
an
Okay.
introductory
and they put their
letter
name on there.
that
And
I
this is-
represent the club.
Okay.
And this is the sponsorship from the DAV
Oh,
saying
okay.
what
Right. We had to get authorization from them to
Absolutely.
represent
Right.
them. So these are the things I carry in the trunk. And I made a few copies myself.
And if people
I
can do
take it
that,
out.
in fact, yesterday, last week in the Globe, there was a little on page 34. There was a little article that we put together
Yes.
about this. I've gotten phone calls. Yesterday, I delivered a number of these to somebody's address. They want to take it to places that they frequent.
Right.
You know, get in touch with us. We can get you these things. You can go to them, show them, A, this is what we need.
Right.
B, this is who I am, the introductory letter. And C, the disabled American veterans actually authorize this.
Right.
And you know, anything we get would be nice. And the one thing that they did also that really impressed me was they honored a disabled veteran last year.
Oh, yes, yes.
And will you do that as well?
Yes.
On
Yes,
the 8th?
we
Okay.
will.
That's,
that
the,
was
that's
very
the
nice.
face. We
Yeah.
had him there in dress blues. He was
Right.
disabled.
And he
with
wasn't
his
a resident
wife.
of the village.
Wasn't a resident of the village.
Okay.
And he was kind of the face of the DAV. And
Right.
Of course, to do the same thing this year, because that's what it's all about.
Exactly.
You see, that's what who we're concerned with.
Right. Well, I think that's great. And you know, anything goes. Anybody can
Yeah,
bring
well,
anything.
some of the other things
Yes.
too. I was
Right.
going through it.
Right.
Some people want somebody donated. Well, timeshares would be great. Some people extra timeshares, they don't use
Yeah.
it. Second home services, artwork, sports equipment. I know I took some golf lessons, so I asked the golf pro. He's donating some lessons. The bridge person is donating some bridge
Right.
lessons. We had someone donated a dinner, a home cooked dinner for 6
Yep.
in their home.
It's like having a personal chef.
That's right.
That's awesome.
Also, we have an overnight stay for the Ritz-Carlton they gave us.
Okay.
So these are the type of things, well, you don't get that very often. These are the kind of things we need. But the local places that want to donate,
Right.
that's what we're looking for. So we really need the help of the of the population here.
Right.
Because that's where it's going to come from, the donations.
And last year we raised over $5,400,
right.
and we'd like to surpass that this year.
Exactly. Exactly. Well,
Whatever we
excellent.
get, though, we're happy with, but wouldn't we
Right.
like to do more?
Right. Well, the nice thing is you've got a nice packet here for them, so when they come to you and say, hey, I've got something, you can just hand them this information and it's all set.
That's the idea.
That's great.
Yes.
You guys are very organized.
Well, we try.
Thank you.
All right, so the event again is November 8th.
November 8th. It's
Okay,
gonna be
so
in
what you're
Clubhouse
looking
5.
right, and what you're looking for now is donations, live and silent auction items, and also things for the raffle.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Good. And if they want to get in touch with you, they can contact either one of you, and I've got their
Correct.
phone numbers on the screen.
Oh, wonderful.
So you guys can call them at any time to talk about what kind of donations you're needing, and then why don't you guys come on in October and actually talk about the event itself?
Happy to
We
do
will
it.
be happy to do that. Thank you very
great.
much. Okay.
All right. Thank you both so
Okay,
much. It was
thank
nice to
you.
meet you.
Nice.
All right. And don't forget that they're looking for donations, so make sure you get in touch with them. We'll be right back after this.
Thank you.
Dr. Farman Cosmetic and Implant Dentistry is located right outside Gate 6 and has been keeping the village smiling for many years.
I have really learned to love Dr. Farmer through the years, almost 20 years now that she's been my dentist. And I highly recommend her to anyone here in Laguna Woods or in Orange County looking to establish a relationship with a dentist who will be there for them and take care of all of their dental needs.
Near Snooty Fox Restaurant, behind Coco's.
Been working with retirees since 1984. I specialize in protecting people's money, setting up a secure retirement income stream for them, and making sure their money is there when they need it. I started Sterling Financial Advisors under the premise that we not only needed quality service for clients out there in the financial industry, but ethical standards as well.
We don't have any monopoly on the investments we use. What we do have a monopoly on is the integrity and how we treat our clients.
Why do Subaru Forester owners always seem so happy? Because they've chosen the industry leader. Subaru Forester holds its value better than any other vehicle in its class, according to ALG. Better than CR-V, better than RAV4, better than Rogue. An adventure that starts with a Subaru Forester will always leave you smiling.
Come in to Irvine Subaru to celebrate the Subaru A Lot to Love event and get complimentary maintenance included on all new Subarus.
When a loved one requires ongoing assistance and attention, yet retains the ability to maintain a degree of independence in their life, home-related care and caregiving become viable alternatives to an existence dependent upon hospitalization. Your home care provides thoughtful general care and assistance with the basic necessities of daily living, all within familiar surroundings, and with a compassionate eye toward preserving dignity, independence, and quality of life. Our experienced and dependable caregivers, registered, qualified, and background screened, provide companionship and help at home. The superior service provided by your home care enables your loved one to remain independent and secure in the comfort of familiar surroundings. Call 949-215-0004 to schedule a personal in-home consultation.
Welcome back, and you are going to tell us about a movie that we're showing on Friday that, I'll be honest with you, I never even heard of. I didn't know anything about this
Well, I haven't heard of it either. It's called Finding Your Feet. But before we tell you about it, we actually are going to run a clip, so take a look.
All right.
During my 4 decades, I've worked with some fantastic people. There's one very special person, my wife, Lady Sandra Albert.
I've been planning our retirement for the last 35 years. Thank you. Excuse me.
Sandra, what are you doing here?
Mike's been having an affair.
Charlie, this is my little sister Sandra.
Nice to meet you.
Lady Abbott.
Lady Abbott?
Maybe this is an opportunity for you to get to know one another again.
I look so happy.
You are. This could be the best thing that ever happened to you.
I've loved Mike for most of my life, and whatever he's done, those feelings don't just go away.
Why don't you come to my dance class? It might cheer you up. How did your internet date go at the weekend?
Well, let's just say I got more than I bargained for.
Oh, lucky you.
No, he showed up with his wife in tow. Turns out I'd clicked swinging instead of swimming on my list of likes. I'm not like you, Biff. I can't just open up like a lotus flower.
Come on, give it a go.
You just need to take a leap of faith.
30 minutes and I'll be good to go.
I'll get you there in 10.
Gerald?
Gerald?
He was a lovely fella. Aren't you scared of dying?
It's one thing being scared of dying, Sandra. It's a whole different matter being scared of living. Last one ends the city.
I know how disorientating it can be when you find yourself on your own.
Does it get any easier?
I hope so.
Tell me you at least had fun.
Yes, I did.
You coming?
We've been talent spotted.
We're going to Rome, city of lovers.
Into the future. I know we will be strong. I'm running along beside you, 'cause that's where I belong. And it's calling me.
I've got my sister back.
To you.
Stunning.
Thank you.
Oh, I meant the view.
Well, that looks like a great movie.
It does.
It looks super fun. So that will be on Friday, September 14th at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m.
Yeah,
And
that
then
looks like a really fun movie.
It does look fun. I mean, Timothy Spall is the one that we both recognize,
Yeah.
but the other two I didn't know.
Yeah, he was in a couple of the Harry Potter films. Now, our film coming up on Monday is really a classic from 1967. Dick Van Dyke, Debbie Reynolds, Jason Robards, Gene Simmons, and Van Johnson in Divorce American Style. And this is a comedy, and it's about after 17 years of marriage, things have gotten too predictable and stale. So the couple argues, they visit a marriage counselor, but Richard, being drunk, visits a prostitute, and they split up after that and go out and meet other people. So, you know, you used to Dick Van Dyke doing more comedy. This is a comedy, but more family
Yes.
films.
Yes, and being in the early days there,
Yeah.
50s, there's not much they can talk about.
But this, I forget when his TV series ended, but this was just a couple years after he did Mary Poppins. So
well, you know,
he
those
kinda
actors have to
branched
mix
out.
it up.
Yes.
They got to mix it up.
Great movie, and I know a lot of you probably remember it, but that will be the Monday movie, and 1967 runs an hour and 49 minutes, and I had the pleasure of meeting him a couple years ago.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, he's probably so nice.
Yeah, he is. He's very, very nice. So we've got a couple minutes left, and Shakespeare. That's
okay,
right.
so you guys have heard about Shakespeare on the Patio. We're just going to give you another reminder. That's on Sunday, September 16th, and Monday, September 17th. It's at Clubhouse 1 Patio. The doors open at 6 p.m. and the performances start around 7 p.m. at dusk. All in costume. You can bring your own food, bring your own drink, and enjoy Shakespearean performances, the little snippets here and there.
Yeah.
They're not going to do full-on ones, but it should be a load of fun. Tickets are $10, and you can purchase them at the box office at the Performing Arts Center.
Yeah, a lot
Looks
of
fun.
fun. Yeah. And then quickly, I want to remind you, I know you've talked about this, but this is a lot of fun. It's Monday, September 17th. Pour and Paint Night. Come for an evening of wine and fun. So painting and wine.
Yeah, my painting won't look so good after a glass of wine.
Yeah, neither would mine. But Penny Rubin, who's a great instructor, is going to be doing this. It's $28 per person, and you get 2 glasses of wine, just only 2. Keep that in mind. And aprons will be provided as well,
thank goodness.
and also all the art supplies. So there you
Perfect.
go.
Sounds like fun.
All
Sounds
right,
like a
now
good
the
time.
weather. We're continuing with this. I like it. This nice marine layer that comes in the evening. Stays with us till the morning, and then it breaks up and we have a beautiful day. And just, I like it. It keeps things cool, brings a little moisture in, and kind of nice. We're been below average, even as we're going to heat up just a bit as we get to Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but it's not going to be much at all.
I'm wondering where the Santa Anas are. Maybe we're
Yeah.
not going to get any this time.
That would be very nice.
We could be lucky.
Yeah, around the county today, everything in the low to mid 80s. The beach is about in the mid 70s. And if you're going down to San Diego, around Mission Bay and those areas, they'll be about 81. So there you have it.
Yeah, yeah. And Palm Springs, as usual, 3 digits.
Wow.
All right,
yeah.
tomorrow we have Dr. Trin, the Globe headlines. We have a travel corner for you. We're going to talk about Mexico and traveling to Mexico. And then we have family chronology. So very good. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.